Round one. Fight! You lose. Round two. Fight! You lose. Round three. Fight!
Hello everyone. We are back after a intense weekend with Sir 3K, who can't speak, after we went to the Swedish metal band Brothers of Metal. And yeah, how do you feel today, Sir 3K?
I have never felt better, but as you can hear, my voice is a little bit all over the map right now. A lot of singing along.
Yeah.
And nice to be with you out and watching some live concerts and just embracing life.
It was the first live concert we watched since the pandemic, and the energy in the room was brilliant because everyone had the same feeling, like it's happening again. And like, yeah, I went from the concert and it's like, oh God, I miss touring, I miss playing live.
Brilliant energy of that band and the whole crowd singing along, chanting and just fist pumping all the time. As you can see, it took a toll on me at least. But here we are, we're ready to start again.
And today we are going to discuss marbles, size and material. So I'm trying to evaluating if I even think I can make a machine that works. And I have some new nice tools for that. So I have made a new documentation central, which you can find on our website and in the description of this live stream. And in this documentation central, you can also see kind of some upcoming live stream topics. And what is nice here, this is like, it's an Excel, it's a Google Sheet, but I made it like a website. So you can click on the links and you can also always go back to the front page. So it's almost like a little Excel sheet website, like wiki for the Marble Machine 3.
Yeah.
And basically, on a very, very high level, this is going to be some more abstract weeks for you all, because we're trying to evaluate really how, if there is a design that I truly believe in. I've grown to become extremely skeptic, and I looked back on the previous efforts. I think I can show the image there. And the naivety I had in those machines. So basically right now I've fallen over to the other side where I think nothing will work. And so my plan to combat this feeling that nothing will work is to use the think about the stuff that I can think about in smaller portions, and the marbles is one of those things. So also in the documentation center we have the known unknowns matrix, and I want to kind of all these topics, I want to kind of investigate them, and then I want to, as soon as possible, like come to a realization that there is a possible Marble Machine 3. Because right now, I don't even think it's possible, Hannes.
After this weekend, how are you not just happy about life and just keep this going? There is no surrender this time. well, if we reach a point where it's physically impossible, then, well, we've done everything we can, but we're too far away from that now. We just need to focus up and get this sorted. And you're just laughing because H3K's voice box has taken some damage.
It's absolutely beautiful. Yeah, so yeah, it's fun because it's like it's fun because it's like tormenting me to not be my normal mode is like everything is possible, and I don't recognize myself in this like nothing is possible kind of mood. However, I know that it will make me kind of happy to go into the topic of marble research because there will be kind of a lot of important aspects with the design based on two things. So I made...
I just want to say quickly there from Desert Pillar, anything is possible. We're on the same hype level right here. There we go.
That is nice from Desert Pillar, and Han has been dealing with me the whole day. I've not been. I feel sorry for this hype man over here trying to hype up this kind of mood that we have today. Let's turn this around. So, hope you're all doing great out there. We're so happy to be back. Okay, marble sizes and materials. So I've prepared two decision matrices. Let's see if I can show them a little bit better to you here. So in these documents, you can leave comments. Try to be sparing, but you can leave comments and you can link to your own documents. There's a whole section. Actually, I should actually just tell you all about that because I love the interactions we have, and I want to have. I built this. This whole documentation central as a way to, so here under the contribute tab, you can see exactly how to contribute your ideas to the Marble Machine 3 project. So I kind of structured it a little bit more during the weekend. And so for example, today, let's take an example. So we go back to marble sizes. We're going to research steel core rubber balls today. And if you want to leave like a link or if you want to leave something, you can leave it in this document as a comment. So that's one of the ways you can contribute. So let's get into what we're going to talk about today. Marble matrix, we're going to do two decision matrices here. So I have prepared what material for marbles, which is the first decision matrix. And then here we have what size for marbles. And to fill in these, I think I need to make some research and see what there is. And I know that there is, for example, steel core rubber balls from industrial steel core rubber balls. So yeah, that's the marble matrix. And let's get straight into, we can see what we're going to talk about today. Marble size, then marble material, and then how the marble lifting is affected by both of these variables. And then we're going to be done. Woo! So yeah, let's get into this. I feel rusty.
Yeah, it's been a while since we've been here. My voice is definitely rusty. It will kick in higher gear pretty soon. Is it time for humble bragging moments right at the start of the stream as well?
No.
No, nothing?
We have to get into the topic first.
Okay, do it then. Take the wheel. Go.
We'll save it as a nice
Easter egg.
as a nice little treat at the end of the stream.
There we go.
What about that?
There
what
we
about
go.
that? It is epic. Okay, everyone, let's get into this. Marble size, everyone. Let's go to the decision matrix for marble size, and I'm just going to communicate a little bit here. First, how a decision matrix is used. So we have the criteria up here, and then we have the design options here. So I'm going to first make the weight of the criteria. So sound for vibraphone, how important is that to 1 to 5? It's pretty important. 4, sound for snare. 3, sound for kick. 3, sound for hi-hat. 3, sound for bass. It's actually only 1 because we're gonna use the hammer jammer. So the hammer jammer should be playable in whatever the size is. Oh, sorry, I was on the materials. So the size is actually no. This is good. So then we go ahead. Supply chain should be like, I'm gonna that should not be here. Let's remove that. Cost. Wait, the supply chain. Oh no, sorry. Yeah, so see, my brain hasn't started yet. It's like cranking up.
Yeah.
As you're
As the machine.
So supply chain cost. Let's put 3. Looks 2. Functionality 5. Most important one. Lifting 4. Noise 5. Marble division 5. So it's very important. Machine footprint 3. And then now I can kind of grade the different options. This is going to be pretty difficult, actually. We're going to do them at the same time. So that's for the size. And now I'm going to go up to the material one.
Yes, one nice little comment here from Jory Brahms. Played my first post-COVID gig last Friday. Rocked my I Believe shirt on stage because I believe like never before.
That's so cool, Jory. What kind of music are you playing? I'm jealous about your that you premiered your post-COVID gig. I'm longing for my one.
And a serious question from Foldy1 Papyrus. How on earth are you going to choose without practical tests? No way to know how they sound without really testing them.
So you're right, Foldy1 Papyrus. Although I do know that a metal ball will sound harder than a wood ball, and a rubber ball will sound softest. So, there are some assumptions that we can make with a certain level of certainty that is not perfect as a real-world prototype with actual things. But talking about your comment, I am going to try to, during this stream, to order some rubber balls and test them.
Yeah.
So I saw the coolest one I found. Wait, let's see if we can open this one in a new tab. Is it going to be a new tab? Yes. So these are the coolest ones for rubber. Let's see if I can. Steel core rubber balls with different coating materials. So we're gonna go into this later. So we are going to test them, these kind of things. So let's see. I put the same weight on the criteria for the material one. So let's, I think during this whole live stream, I will keep filling this in when we look at the different options. But I can just tell you, like, for example, a pure wood ball. Are you seeing this big enough? Maybe I should make this a little bigger for you.
Enhance.
I have to like manually enhance, but it's okay.
Yeah.
We're among friends.
Yes.
Yeah, there we go. So pure wood balls is awesome for the hi-hat. So we put 5 there. So we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is the grade. And then you can see that this is getting multiplied by the weight for a total score of 15. So
yeah.
There are some formula actions in this document. And steel core rubber balls is horrible for the hi-hat. So that's a 1. Pure rubber balls is horrible for the hi-hat. So that's a 1. Ball bearing... No, wait. Ball bearing steel spheres is kind of 3. It's kind of bad. It's kind of 2. And metal core wood marbles is a 5 for the hi-hat. I don't even know if metal core wood marbles exist. Maybe we have to make our own. I don't want that. But I included them for the sake of the discussion. I prefer, if I could just choose, I prefer on the hi-hat to use a wood marble like the ones I have here. But I don't think they weigh enough. So for the weight, all the marbles with steel core are better. Noise. So noise is an interesting category. Ball bearing steel spheres are bad because they sound a lot. Pure rubber balls are perfect. They will sound the least. Steel core rubber balls almost as good. 4. Pure wood balls 3. Metal core wood marbles 2. So it's so you can see here we have rubber balls are taking the lead fast here.
Oh yeah. We got a follow-up from Joyery Brahms. We tend to call our music progressive punk, but it's always hard to put a label on your own music.
Yeah, there's
you know the struggle as well, Martin, right?
Yeah. People, we've been all over the world. Oh, my best when I released with my first band, we had a Japanese record label, and they released the band was called Detective Bjorn. So and they put it like we were like we were like cardboard cutout dolls in like the Japanese music store. Pretty proud about that. And do you know which genre they put Detective Bjorn's debut album in?
Oh, it's gonna be something really strange, right? Is it hip hop, R&B?
So because shelf space is limited in a record store, they put us in world/healing.
World/healing. I mean, that's great, right? That's all there is.
The power.
Yeah.
The power of music.
That's brilliant.
World/healing. It was we and pan flute synth pads. So that's fun. So I know your struggle. It sounds fantastic.
It's BBP. No option for glass marbles.
Oh, well done. Glass marbles. I don't know.
Who knows?
Yeah, who knows? Let's be
knows?
open-minded. Glass I think we should write porcelain because that's the kind of fully colored ones. Who knows? They are light though. Noise, they get bad on noise 1. So let's take a quick look at CAD because this is so abstract. So we were looking at this in the last stream with having the drums on the side, and I just added the marble cues there like this. And I'm a little skeptical about this after some pondering. But this is not what this live stream is about. But I just wanted to show like where we left it off last week. Like in the end of the stream, everyone was like so excited. We like thought we figured it out. Still an option. I don't know. You love this, right, Sir 3K?
I love that we finally ventured into the options of putting instruments like on the side of the machine and stuff like that. That was exciting. Me and a lot of people in the audience using all that space that's available. So maybe we'll find a perfect compromise somewhere in the middle of this.
Yeah. So the way I'm trying to untangle this knot of the Marble Machine 3 is to go for things that I know I can look at individually and then try to get like somewhere where and I think marbles is a great place to start. So
Yoshik V. Tumane, shouldn't durability also be a criteria in this?
Good idea. I think it's under functionality.
Okay, yeah.
And so, for example, I'm going to give like I think the glass marbles. I'm going to probably they would hold up really well, but I'm gonna give them low score on functionality because of that reason.
Yeah.
So ball. Let's do that category. Ball bearing steel spheres. Functionality is 5 because they're so precise. Pure rubber balls, I think, is 3 because they're too lightweight, and that I'm gonna punish that on the sound as well for that reason. Steel core rubber balls, a 4. Pure wood balls, because it's hard to get them completely round, a 3. Metal core wood marbles, like a 2 because they're hard to get, I think.
Just got a tip here from Mike Lucas. McMaster Car sifting balls is a really good suggestion.
Ooh, interesting. Let's have a look at that right away.
Sifting balls.
So I have, if we go to CAD, we can insert a McMaster Car part here. Let's see if I can show you this little more zoomed in like that. Sifting balls. Is that for like polishing machines maybe? What is this for sorcery? This is why I love live streaming. What is this?
Wow, semi-clear.
Oh, they have all the... What do they have with different cores? Oh, here's the Durometer. Cool. So Durometer is something that I learned from Marius. These values are hardness of the rubber.
Okay.
And what is really, really, really cool. So on vibraphone mallets, you also have all the different hardnesses. So if these balls would work, we could actually order a test for each and choose what kind of sound we want.
Yeah.
Which is really, really, really cool. So here's hardness rating.
And a lot of people in chat are talking about probability of being a lot of friction with rubber balls.
Yes. So this is the big issue.
Yeah.
So just to show that you're skating where the puck is going, in the document it says here, friction from rubber marbles creates new design requirements compared to steel marbles. So for example, I would love to use a marble pump lift, like this one. So I'm just gonna find it. I thought it was here in the end. There it is. So a pump lift like this would be awesome, but I think it's complicated with a lot of friction. So it's a good idea. What do you think?
The pump
Yeah,
is totally brilliant.
you love the pump.
Yeah, that's a really cool idea. Shouldn't be too much issues with that, right?
No, except if they're too much friction. So that's the bad thing.
Yeah, the rubber could be a problem there.
Okay, so what are sifting? Use these polyurethane balls as seals in pumps and check valves, or let them bounce inside of vibrating sifters for an effective screen cleaner. They are made of polyurethane, which combines the shock-absorbing qualities of rubber with the strength of plastic. Balls with a steel core are heavier than standard balls, so they're often used to offset buoyancy. Buoyancy is if it can float or not.
Yeah.
Or to reach a specific weight, and that's what we're after. So let's see if we have a steel core option over here.
Great. Sit through that. And Mandracule just posted here. Just saw your post on Instagram. It explains a lot why Hannes' voice has gone Chainsmoker style. And yeah, we weren't lying. It was a real heavy metal concert, all right?
Yeah, it was fantastic. We've been listening to them non-stop since we went to the concert. I wanted to have the steel core option here. Oh, here's steel cores.
Oh, I heard a little chime here because Jimmy Crosby just sent us a nice super chat and asking us, have you thought about using different balls for different instruments? You might need to use heavier balls for the drums / lighter balls for the vibra. And yes, Gretzky style, right?
Yes, definitely. So one of my original ideas for Marble Machine 3 was to use different balls for different instruments. Then we have to just catch them or sort them somehow, catch them individually. Thank you, Jimmy, for the suggestion and the support. This is still an option, so let's make a notepad. Where should I make notes? Should I just do it on the iPad, perhaps? No. I should do it in our documentation central. That's why I built it. So let's go to... we go here. And I'm going to go into here. So here I can just write everything.
Jamie Prieto, it's not the same if H3K can't say woohoo. You know what? For you, Jamie, I would try and say woohoo. It's still kind of there.
Different marbles for different instruments. Possible. It's noted. I just saw here on McMaster Car balls with weighted core. So this is exactly kind of what I want. But am I reading this correctly that one ball costs $36? One inch and 1/4. These are kind of big. Or is it a package of 100? I mean, is it each? That can't be.
That's super cheap. That's so expensive.
We're in the wrong business, Hannes.
Wow, we should be mass-produce marbles.
Balls with weighted core. It's a very... I'm adding it to my order. Huh.
Let's see.
Okay, so these are extra hard. 95A. So the bigger the marbles are, the easier it is to see them, and the easier it is to kind of... So let's go to... I'm jumping around a little bit to find my pace here. Let's go to... let's go here to the size decision matrix and just make it clear that for looks, for the marbles anyway, bigger the better. I think. I'm gonna do this 5, 4, 3, 2 in the looks category.
And we have another little super chat here from Avromo Pearl. Have you considered dense heavy wood balls, i.g. Lignum vitae?
Oh, that's cool.
It may be a mistake to dismiss wood balls based on the typical light woods available.
Very, very, very good. Can you remove that window? Yeah, I can't see. So Avram Pearl, very, very good comment. I'll note it here straight away. My OBS setup is also lacking today, everyone.
Yeah.
We have been enjoying ourselves during the weekend. We're gonna get up to scratch very quickly here. Heavy dense wood balls. I think it's very, very expensive. This cool material, Lignum vitae. Let's do a quick Google. Lignum vitae wood sphere ball. Okay. But do you think these are really true? I don't think these are from... Anyway, I don't think the weight is going to get there. It would be so cool though. And for the hi-hat sphere. Yeah, so everyone, if you can research, if you want something to do during the stream, you can find good links to kind of, and then you can just make a comment in here and just, like Cohen has made here. So Cohen has suggested snooker balls, which I thought was really, really cool. Like a cool outside the box thinking, and I'm a big Ronnie O'Sullivan fan as well. So if you can find like heavy wood balls, put that in a comment here on my heavy dense wood balls cell in the documentation central. So maybe I should make it a little bit simpler for myself. Maybe I should make like little pros and cons just to get, so I can show you all how I'm thinking.
Let's see if this works now.
Pros. cons. Let's start with the obvious one. So metal, which we know we can get. They exist in all sizes. They are super precise, super spherical. Metal. So the cons here, check, pros, is noise and sound for vibraphone and hi-hat.
Just wanted to add here from Mike Perry. What about Delrin/acetal? You can buy 2,000 of them on Amazon for like $200.
What?
Delrin balls.
So nice to see you here, Mike, again. What should I search for, Mike, do you think, in the McMaster car database?
So someone suggested golf balls also.
Oh,
like that material.
Golf balls is pretty cool.
I mean, the material at least.
Like, no, it's going to be so much circus. I also have to make the machine bike powered then.
Yeah, bike powered and golf balls.
Golf balls is, we could just have like a green on the stage and see if someone hits the hole. So we could have the machine like over here, and we're playing the music here, like, yeah. And we have no funnels, and instead they're just over here. And over here we have this office putting range, with a little golf flag. And then we can have, so like that. And then what we also could do, Hannes,
yeah,
is that we could actually mount. You're not gonna believe this. We can mount a GoPro right here that are looking down into the hole.
I can't believe this.
GoPro, and we project it like on huge screen like this. So during the concert, you have only like this big thing, and then when a ball roll in, there's gonna be like a thunderous roar from the crowd,
and everyone it starts rolling. Whoa! Yes!
As soon as I crank the machine, get in the hole.
That's brilliant.
Okay.
Yep.
I love this idea. Golf balls. I'm so intimidated by this project. So I need to.
We need to laugh a bit. Also.
I need golf balls. I'm gonna add the golf balls to the list right
it's
here.
It's interesting to know what they're made of, right?
Because I think they would make like the perfect sound.
Yeah.
We could get, like, imagine to get. Isn't Wilson, or is Wilson only tennis? Isn't Wilson also a golf brand?
Yeah, I think so, right? Yeah.
We have to research this.
I will do it.
Wilson golf ball. Wilson Sporting.
Wilson Golf.
Yeah, but check this. I have it.
There we have it. And look.
Wilson staff.
And there you also have the image of Wilson there.
Ah.
Yeah.
This is the original Wilson. Okay, so not so far from the truth. Great suggestion, actually. I think sound-wise they would actually work. Okay. I'm going to try to get myself together to see. Let's see. Golf balls is in the list. Thanks for the suggestion.
And Mike Perry is a follow-up here. Look up on McMaster car, Delrin ball bearings, and scroll all the way down and you will see them. But they are limited on the metric sizes. But if you find imperial equivalent, it should work.
Super, thank you. So Delrin ball bearings. Oh wow!
Look, there we have water resistance, ease to machine, resin balls. Yeah.
Into water resistant, wear resistant.
Oh, water resistant. That's great when we're going over the Atlantic Ocean.
Easy to machine. Okay, this is cool. So if you want to build your own something, you can put it in a CNC and kind of... So let's go metric. 8mm is largest. That's what Mike said. So let's go to inches. 1 inch, I think. I don't think they will be heavy enough. I wonder if I go to product detail that we can see kind of the weight. Friction rating, very slippery. That's great. Thermal stability, good. For use outdoors, no. So we know, of course, the... You know what we should do? We should do a weight. I want them to be as heavy as possible to make a good sound. But of course, if we lift them and if they're light, our life becomes easier as well. These would work fantastic in the marble pump.
Yeah. This is also interesting from It's Jesus. Someone mentioned that golf balls would bounce unpredictably, but you can actually buy dimple-less golf balls.
What?
That I have never seen.
I'm definitely going to dimple-less golf balls. That's fantastic. So I am... I wanted to show you something else here. This is a super cool marble lifting technique, I think.
Moving part, round panel.
So let me just find the end here with the demonstration. Here's the demonstration. So imagine having multiple of these.
Yeah.
It will pick up the marble, turn it around, and raise it up.
This is what Love did on
When
his
the next
machine.
marble comes in, move that around and lift that one up.
It's pretty brilliant, right?
Yeah, and you have like a whole stack just moving upwards.
Yeah.
Yeah, look at that. That's cool.
And now we'll get into the build.
So credit to this video here. Jim Steinbracher, 41,000 views. Super cool video. So dimple-less golf ball. Let's look at that. Golf ball, no dimple. It's like a mini... What? Cool. But do Wilson have them? That's
the important one.
no dimple golf ball.
I heard a little chime there. Let's see what we have here. The face in the wall. Could maybe use computer mouse balls. They are 21.5 millimeter in diameter, fairly cheap too, and IRC a steel core. However, maybe not the easiest to source. But that's a cool idea, you know. Those old-timey cool mouses.
Super suggestion. Thank you so much.
Thank you so much.
Computer mouse balls. I thought they were without steel core, but they're probably definitely like steel core.
Yeah.
So let's get over here. It's cool with options that I absolutely didn't think of. Like this steel core rubber balls. I think the computer mouse balls are the same as the steel core rubber balls, that they use some kind of industrial solution because they were producing a lot of computer mouses, I guess, with balls.
They are called a trackball. Avrohom Pearl says.
Ah, trackball.
Trackball.
And also we actually have to add to the list Delrin balls. McMaster. So
someone has done the math here. Quentin Harley. 1 inch diameter Delrin ball will be 12 grams.
Oh, thank you, Quentin. 1 inch, 12 grams. Thank you, because it's way too light. A 16 millimeter. So how much is an inch in millimeter? Let's check that. Inch in mm. Yeah, so 25.4. So 25.4 millimeter, 1 inch is 12 grams, and the ball bearing steel spheres is 16 millimeters. Was how much was that?
Oh, talk to me.
Yeah, when I made all those tests, was it almost the same?
I don't remember.
Or was it Was it like 16? Yeah, we can find this out for all of this. But the most important thing is that to get volume out of the music instruments, you need strength, you need weight, and you need to dampen the sound, as we did on the original things with these latex things. So you can hear the difference. It's not as sharp. So that's why it would be so cool to not have this on the vibraphone, but to move it to the marbles.
Gonzonator is asking squash balls? Question mark.
Squash balls. They are made to not bounce.
Pretty big, but perhaps there's smaller ones, right?
Squash balls, too soft, I think.
Too soft?
Yeah, I think they're too soft. So I'm thinking about this European supplier here for steel core rubber balls. I think this is a European supplier. So as you can see here in the notes here, there's so many options.
Yeah.
You can have all of this, whatever that is. But the ball diameter starts at 35 millimeter.
Yeah.
And for the big balls, you have diameters higher than 160 millimeter. 2 welded hollow steel hemispheres are used. So that's 16 centimeters. So these are some kind of mega industrial applications, I guess.
Yeah, that's for the MMXL.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Good one.
Ragadish, right?
Yeah, absolutely a great one. So and it also comes down to, that's probably where I should be just diligently filling in the decision criteria here now when we've been a little bit everywhere. Let's diligently fill these in, because bigger marbles also need wider marble gates.
Yeah.
So, but let's try to make a guess here so we can start the discussion. Sound. So the ball bearing steel spheres is a 2. Pure rubber balls is a 5. Steel core rubber balls is a 5. Now pure rubber balls is a 4. Pure wood balls is a 3. Metal core wood marbles is a 3. And the other ones I don't know. And then it's quite interesting because for the snare, you actually want something else. I think the steel marbles are perfect for the snare.
Yeah.
We already know that works. Pure rubber, I think, would work. Steel core rubber better. Pure wood balls would work. Maybe metal would go better. Sound kick, we want metal on the kick. Heavy metal on the kick.
Oh yeah.
Rubber balls, not so good. Steel core rubber balls, a little bit better. Pure wood balls, bad. Metal core wood marbles, a little bit better. Base, I will give them 5, all of them. Or just 3, so it's not differentiated. You can also see that the weight of that criteria is low in the decision matrix. Supply chain, 5 on the ones we know. And probably 3 on these. And 2 on wood balls. I think it's hard to get them. And metal core wood ball would be 1. It's very hard. Cost, I think ball bearings are going to be cheapest. So I'm just guesstimating here. Guesstimating.
Yes.
Life itself is a guesstimation, sir. 3K. No. I don't feel this decision matrix is so useful right now. Looks. Let's talk about looks.
Looks that kill.
Do you like the look of the metal marbles of the Margin X?
Yeah, I do.
Kind of.
Yeah, I do. I got so known with them. So yeah, nostalgia, member berries, tingles.
Okay, I understand. Black rubber balls would be worse though, looks wise, right? It's more cool with the shiny.
Yeah. The aesthetics, yes.
So I'm gonna put 2 on the rubber balls. The wood balls. 4.
For me, rubber balls or wood balls is more. It's for something that's really tiny. It's really hard for me to grasp on a big machine, but it could be cool though. I'm not against it at all.
3 and 3.
I just want to say something here that B-Boot Champ and some others have talked about. Please keep in mind that with new materials, you're introducing a whole world of new variables. You're invalidating nearly every lesson learned from the MM1 and MMX. Think of the value of knowledge.
There is something called the Lindy effect. I don't know if that's a... Let's say what that is. You're so right. That's dead on, B-Boot Champ. Lindy effect. That's a crypto term. Let's not open that can of worms.
No.
Let's use instead knowledge or prototype. Knowledge. So Bebo Champ, I think you are... I've been thinking, like, this actually worked. The liquid latex, we found that out. So we know that we can solve the Hyatt... The Hyatt could work with steel marble. So your point is so important. I'm going to put 5 on this criteria here. And I'm going to give the ball bearings a 5 because we have experience with them. And I'm going to give all of the others a 1 because we start from scratch. And I think because this is so daunting and intimidating, this whole project, and that we really have to use our experience.
Yeah.
And I think with steel marbles, they just have that advantage. Marble division, it's same here actually, because I think the high friction marbles might be really hard to do marble division on because they would kind of get stuck in each other. So I'm gonna put a 4 on the things that we know and a 2 on everything else.
I heard a beautiful little chime there. And that means a little super chat here from David Stream. Hey, recommendation. Why don't we test the materials? Plastics versus woods versus steel / metal versus rubber versus maybe set up independent lifting systems per instrument.
That's a great comment. Thanks, David. And we have I see some comments over here as well. That's nice. We have why don't we test the materials plastic versus rubber versus maybe set up. So different marbles for different instruments possible. We have the comment, but it's of course it adds the design requirement to sort marbles. So it is to use different marbles is a complication, perhaps. But I would love to do that. But if we can use one and the same, then we can have the same marble gate for everything on the whole machine. But I think like that the kick drum wants actually larger marbles than the hi-hat and stuff like that. So it's difficult.
The face in the wall is back. I found an Alibaba supplier that does white, black, or transparent rubber coated steel balls. Where do I send the link? And that's a great question, right? He could use a documentation central, right? And add a comment somewhere.
Fantastic. So thank you so much for that question and support, face in the wall. I can take this opportunity to show exactly where I've given the instructions. So if you go to the front page, here, I'm in a new browser today. That's why the window keeps traveling around on your screen. I apologize. I got teased for using Firefox by Sir3K.
Because you always tease me about Safari.
Yeah,
we're teasing each other.
Now we bullet each other to both use Chrome for today's stream, and
look what happened.
And it just messes things up. So on the first page, there is this how to make written contributions and comments page. And you can actually go to that page, and here I made a step-by-step instruction. So for the face in the wall, in your case, how to make short helpful comments with great ideas, no long text here. So 1, locate a cell inside the Marble Machine 3 documentation central that relates to the subject of your comment. 2, open comment history, right top corner. 3, add a comment, keep it short. And it's in this comment where you paste your link. So this is my new, I'm trying to make our collaboration, our crazy over internet collaboration between you, the core fans of the Marble Machine 3 that are here now in the darkest of times when the project is most abstract and so hard to understand. We appreciate you so much, the small crowd who is here with us.
Yeah.
And I really want to work together with you because I know you're interested for real in helping me solving this. So that's why I made this new system with the communication documentation central, and I hope it will work out. So that's the instructions for how to leave a link.
And just have it from a brilliant username also, Master Caution. If you don't like the sound of steel balls directly hitting some instruments, don't switch balls. Just have the balls hit a pad that makes a mallet hit the instrument, which is made of something you like.
Oh, a mallet. Oh, there's a hammer jammer comment actually.
Yeah.
So, yes, Master Caution. For the bass, that's exactly what we're gonna do. We're gonna use a hammer jammer for the bass. We have it in CAD. Whoops. Fusion 360 is...
It crashed. Let's take a beautiful look at us instead.
I have it back pretty soon, I think. Save as. It didn't crash. It's the okay. Well, back to
the drawing board.
Yeah. So for the bass guitar, we're gonna do exactly what you're suggesting. But for the I think for the vibraphones, I think we want to see the marbles hitting the vibraphone bars right. We don't want to like add. This is my toothbrush. We don't want to add like a hammer next to it. So let's go to the marble sizes again. So we're almost done with filling this in. So here we go.
We're getting there. We're getting there.
We're getting there one of these days. Lifting. Ball bearing steel spheres is like easy to handle in the lift, but they're also heavy. Pure rubber balls, I'm scared of some of the lifts there. Pure wood balls would be probably easiest. So according to this quick and dirty, ball bearing steel spheres is winning. The tried and tested.
The one we have experience with.
So now I can read the comments that you put in during the live stream. Avi Perry, rubber that is too grippy could jam the machine if they will not roll nicely together. Can temperature have an impact here? Good comment from Avi. Here is a comment from Avi. Possible issue, denting and damage over time. So as of all the options listed, these are made to be used in the least difficult aggressive environment on the computer mouse. And on the winning, we have a comment. Let's see how I can show that like this. So these are comments made in the live stream. So these are kind of a live chat through Google Sheet that we're doing here. It works so well. Doro S, tip for the total column. Mark the cells, go to format, conditional formatting, color scale. This will then color the numbers in different shades to see easily which one has the highest and lowest number. That's kind of a nice thing. Conditional format, color scale. Let's try that right away. We have to have some fun with Google Sheets as well.
Yeah, that's why we're here. Fun and hard work.
I'm going to show this in big format, conditional formatting, color scale. So I wanted to go minimum value. I want that to be kind of yellow. Max point, I want to be red. Midpoint, orange. Midpoint is a percentage and it's orange. No, this didn't work well. If I go blue, no. This is you feel the smell of procrastination?
I feel the smell of a happy mind.
No, you're happy. That's funny. Okay, I should probably do percent on all of these because I think the scale is a little bad. Why did it? Oh yeah, now it looks good. Cool.
And Damien Villa wants to throw in also the nylon coated steel balls. Nylon coated.
That sounds very interesting. That's from McMaster Carr, I think.
Nylon coated.
Nylon coated steel balls. So what properties do nylon have actually? Riot balls. Oh, that's some kind of weapon thing. Let's see if we can actually go. I'm going to try to fix my Fusion 360.
Do that, you know. And people are already screaming at you about your sheet setup there. Your condition shouldn't include 0. Don't highlight the zeros.
That's why we had so bad a mix. Okay. Gretzky's in the chat. Let's fix this because we have to oblige to the Gretzkys.
Satish Kumar choose only non-zero values.
This is cool. We can learn this together.
And Damien Villa adds here also nylon is durable, used in caster wheels.
That's a very interesting. So then that's like a harder plastic around a metal core, which should probably then not be grippy, but this may be it.
Sparthier Kiwi Warrior. Nylon coated is a good option. Low friction and reasonable hardness for wear and tear.
Okay. So thank you, everyone. After I fix this Google Sheet formatting thing, we're going to look at sizes for steel marbles with nylon coating. Maybe we're getting somewhere. Maybe they can be found in white.
Yeah, there we go. And listen to those beautiful tones. Those tones means that L2M Loyalty has sent a super chat our way. I'm not an expert or anything, but I have been thinking about this for a while. What if there's a straight hole drilled in the middle, and if we can find a way to use that to make a reliable lift that has a very unique look?
Wow, that's outside the box thinking.
Yeah.
So I would be a little bit scared of the hole being hit when it's bouncing, and then the marble bounces strange. Because it's... So you mean for the marbles would go and kind of organize and be lifted up in the hole? Oh, that's crazy.
And he also follows up here. He might be a little high, LOL.
Okay.
He's a great idea, though. Outside the box thinking right there.
L2M Loyalty, in vino veritas. So we really appreciate you being here with us and having a nice time, and for all the love and support. So
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you so much. A lot of beautiful people out there sending super chats our way. That's so nice. And like the way you support us in this. Since we canceled the Patreon. Now it just sounds like I'm crying with my voice. You're so beautiful out there. It means the world to us to have the support, like you're buying merch and you're giving us super chats. That's really, really nice. That's what I wanted to say without crying.
And I fixed the chart here. So let's go from green and maybe yellow. Why is it? They are so close to each other, but you're right. When I excluded this, everything turned out so much better. I think this is the best we have. No, sorry. Orange in the middle. Here we go.
Wow, wee wow.
The darker red, the better option. Cool idea. Thank you. Let's get into marble material. Let's go and check the nylon option. So where I want to make my Fusion 360 work. It is a bug when I have full screen windows and I switch between them, and Fusion 360 disappears. So I have to fix that.
And the Gretzky Hall of Famer Mike Perry says, H3K, you won't be the only one with a sore throat. I'm heading to a hockey game tonight, and I give it my all at hockey games, much like you guys did at your concert. Great, Mike Perry. I'm jealous of you. I want to go to more hockey games. I wish you the best. Scream your lungs out.
You're a long-time NHL mega fan, aren't you?
Yeah. I've been following for a lot of years.
So, Mike, what team are you going to root for tonight?
Yay.
Yeah, CAD is up and running again, kind of. Let's go to McMaster Car. And let's dive a little bit deeper here into the steel core rubber balls. Now, sifting balls. What was the magic word?
Oh, you wrote it down, didn't you?
Yeah, wasn't it sifting balls?
Sifting balls.
And learn.
Yeah.
This is like the key with McMaster Car. You have to know this crazy. So, do we have nylon here? Is one of these nylon? But I don't know it. So, like, what's the technical term for nylon?
Technical term. You know what to do, chat. Help him out here. And Mike Perry says, I'm going to Boston to watch the Bruins play the Toronto Maple Leafs.
Cool.
Yeah, that's going to be a real clash. Those two teams have some history the late years here. Kind of epic rivalry going on since Boston eliminated Maple Leafs, I think, in the playoffs a couple of years ago. There we go.
There we go, Mike Perry. You have a fellow. You can talk. You can talk hockey with this guy. No problem. With the fountain of knowledge right there. Neoprene. So I'm going to go and Google nylon technical name. Here we go. Nylon technical name. Polyamide. So it's a polymer.
Yeah, poly. Chat is saying poly.
So is every poly a nylon?
The technical term for nylon is nylon. LOL. Polyamide. Could that be that?
So maybe there are some links to nylon balls. Here.
Linus Öberg. Technical term is nylon. It's a collective name for a bunch of polyamides.
PTFE balls. Steel core rubber balls from face to wall. Let's go and check this out. Factory large supply, high quality iron rubber balls. So it is a thing. It's used for a lot of things, I think.
It's a thing that is used in a lot of things, you think? Love that.
I just mean that apparently some industry needs these things, which just means that we could find something that would work. I wonder if these had nylon.
What is this? Psycho Dad 1604, try PA6 or PA6.6.
Okay.
What is that?
Let's. What is PA6 material? Polyamide PA6, also known as nylon 6 or polycaprolactam. It's one of the most extensively used polyamides globally. Nylon 6. Okay, cool, Psychodad. Thank you. Semi-crystal material. Ball diameters. So I don't see in this. I don't see Veton rubber. This is kind of like where my. This is where I should be. If I could like, if I was able to, like my knowledge. I'm so limited here. The plastics and everything. I just get confused by it. I don't really know how to find. It's such a.
Yeah.
This is like a good example. It's a monumental task to actually learn what there is in just one of the fields, like just only for the marbles. But this is where we should get into it. So maybe I should just call these people and ask them on RGB balls. So, but everyone who suggested nylon balls, did you see them? Steel core nylon balls. Oh, our friends at Specuma.
Oh,
came up.
Specuma.
So, wow, they have so much. So Specuma has been actually sponsoring the first machine. So they're from Stockholm. Sponsoring. There it is.
Oh, look at that. Woo!
So, wow, I didn't know about this. But I love Specuma. They've been so fantastic with us. So it's been like a no money deal. They just sent us the marbles.
We know that these marbles work because they are the ones used.
And they have other stuff. ceramic balls, they're beautiful. Rubber balls. Specuma can supply so-called satellite balls for polishing. And here's the balls that someone, like, check these out. They have holes in them, like someone suggested.
Oh, yeah.
Also rubber balls with steel core and steel balls with partial or drilled through hole and drill balls with a threaded hole. Wow, look at this. It's from RGP balls. Are you connecting the dots here? So, okay, so Specuma, so this company that I got really interested in is actually supplying Specuma, which I already have a super nice contact at.
Wow. The plot thickens.
Jesus Christ, Hannes 3000. I'm all over the place.
Yeah.
Where do we go from here? It's just so many options.
Okay, how do you feel in your mind then? How much of a deal breaker is the steel marbles, just the steel marbles? That actually worked.
That's a good place to start. It's the best for the kick drum.
Yeah.
It's the best for the snare drum.
Yeah.
Or maybe like a... Yeah, I think it's pretty good for the snare drum.
Yeah.
You could also have different sizes, perhaps. That's kind of annoying. It's not fantastic for the hi-hat, but it's not a deal breaker at all.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could even maybe have like with drumsticks, and then maybe the... No, it's not a deal breaker.
Yeah. So it's the vibraphone that's the main issue, right?
But listen to this wood ball. It does make pretty hard sound.
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't. And then with the vibraphone, we can solve it with these. And they're very reliable. We know. And in a way, like, I would like to beat these marble into submission, right?
Yeah.
It's so funny that they have this image on this bearing site with the marbles that conquer me. You can see the army of marbles here going to defeat me in this battle.
Yeah.
And I lost. We actually do have some footage. So
look at this comment here. It's from Satish Kumar. Look out for under plastic balls in Specuma for nylon balls.
Oh, nice. Products. Balls. Plastic balls. Let me hone in on this a little bit.
There you have nylon, yeah. And Delrin also.
What? PA. We supply balls in different plastic materials such as nylon, PA. Rubber balls. So, well, my friends, I think it's...
need to order a couple of these, right?
Sending an email to Specuma and ask if they have steel... well spotted, Satish Kumar. Not only are you always first in the comment section, you're also on point.
Yes.
Nylon PA. So there was a technical name for nylon, like someone said. PA. So I'm gonna give myself homework.
Yay!
And I'm going to... There are more comments here now. Nice. I'm going to put here email Specuma regarding steel core balls with nylon cover. They will know. Even if they don't have it, they will know if it exists.
Yeah.
And they can send me some technical info.
Yep.
So, homework. And then I'm going to show it to my teachers in the chat and see if I can get a golden star next time on the next lesson.
Let's see.
That's kind of fun. Let's talk about size.
Yeah, size.
Yeah.
And the idea, if it would be possible to have two different kinds of marbles, how great of a risk is that? I mean, there's ways to sort it, right? But they're gonna behave a little bit different.
So do you mean
We saw some renders earlier on with people. It's like an old, is it in pinballs or no coin machine? No, what is it called? The old machines where they sort. Yeah, it's coins, right, in different sizes.
Oh yeah. Sort on size is no issue.
Yeah, okay. Yeah.
That is no issue, but it's of course it's another design requirement. Sort on size is no issue. It's more the catch separately. So if I thought it would be nice for this machine to not have to catch each instrument individually, to catch all the marbles in one big funnel. And if we have to so if we can make a sorter that sorts them and it's fine, then we can do that. It sorts them like on the top, or it sorts them somewhere else. But if we can't make a sorter, then it's an issue.
Yeah.
I think. So
It's Jesus. Rather than sorting different marbles, could just keep them separate.
Isolated loops.
Yeah.
Isolated loops, but this it's Jesus. Then we need to catch them separate as well.
Yeah.
Which
There we come to the big net in front of the vibraphone right now.
Oh yeah, the big fishing net.
Yeah.
To catch all the marble fish. I just have this idea that I want the marbles to be bigger on the Marble Machine 3. It feels like...
Okay, remind me, was it 16 we had?
Yeah.
Okay.
So, Marble Machine 1 was 11.
11? Okay,
Marble Machine X was 16. So, basically, we just have to add 5 millimeters for Marble Machine 3.
And someone, I'm just going to see here. Oh, that's perhaps a little bit big, but Jerome Blomshare, 27 millimeters is the pinball standard size. You could use off-the-shelf parts for the handling.
Ah, interesting.
Jerome Blomshare.
That's interesting info, Jerome. Thank you. And I'm sorry we stole the skate Olympics golds from you guys. 27 is the pinball. 27 millimeter pinball standard. Strange to have that as a standard. 27 would be kind of awesome. It's gonna be easier to see. It's gonna be heavy. I like it.
A real oomph to the drums.
So, and for the steel balls, I can just order actually a few tests and test with the vibraphone things I have here. Add a lot of oomph to the drums. So let's just go through this as well.
Yeah.
This is very... I'm just going to fill this in so fast.
Yeah, it's a little bit overkill, but we get to think about all different kinds, so it's serving a purpose here.
So for example, functionality. If I take in footprint in that, the machine is going to be larger the larger the marbles are. So I'm going to reverse here. I'm going to give bad grades for large and better for small. And lifting should be the same actually. Small get good grades, large get bad. Noise, probably equal. Marble division is easier with smaller.
Yeah.
Small is getting a lot of points here. So this is where the decision matrix helps you, right? Machine footprint was already in here, okay. 4, 3, 3, 2. then I'm going to not punish that one so much. Supply chain, I think it's a little worse. Wait, cost.
Yeah.
I turned cost around.
Yeah,
right?
someone said it exactly now.
Yeah.
It's the wrong way around, isn't it?
Yeah. So cheaper is the smaller. And I think it's the same with the supply chain. So sound base, I think 20 is the best option. I'm just going to put 3 on the other ones. Sound hi-hat, I think 40 is too big actually. 30 is okay, 20 is okay, and 16 is less okay. Sound kick, then I really want the biggest ones. Sound snare, 40 is too big actually if we're gonna use steel. If we had plastic, then 40 would be perfect for the snare. So that's also kind of an annoying... That's why I think I'm not good enough to be able to like finish this project, because there's so many variables in everything, and my mind goes into all the variables in everything and just lose track on the like MVP, the minimum viable product.
Yeah.
So we just get lost in the forest for all the trees. That's not the expression, is it?
You can't see the forest for all the trees?
Yeah, that's the one. Snare sound, that's too heavy with a steel ball for... So also this decision matrix sucks because I didn't want to put size and material in the same one, but I should have.
Okay.
So 3, 16 is good. 4 here I think is 3 and here's 2. Okay, so smaller. So 40 millimeter is really not a good option. Let's do the conditional formatting here that the beautiful viewers have told me. Here's a little mini tutorial in Google Sheet for everyone in this epic live stream, all right? That I just learned from the audience. When you have a range and you want it displayed as a color expression like this, choose your cells, go to Format. I should also show that. Format. Choose conditional formatting. Boom. And up here, you go for the color scale. Boom. And then you do some settings. So let's do percentage on everything. I don't know which one is best. I'm going to do the same as I did on the last one, and then red. And I want to preview what happened. Oh, they're all red, maybe. Oh, I can lower the percentage. I suck at making these fast tutorials.
We're getting there.
I'm so much in a mood today because I think the marble machine won't work. That's it.
You just need to come around. It's
think?
a good sign to be afraid or scared. That means you're trying something new, my friend.
Oh.
Satish Kumar, cell selection is lost. You missed the cells. You were on the wrong cell.
Is that it? Was that it? Okay, it looks better now. So also my... I was in the keynote. Okay. Now I know why you couldn't see it. So let's do color scale. Oh yeah, now it works. Thank you, Satish. On point, as always. We're gonna do percentages. It's just for fun.
Yeah. We need some fun.
It was actually better when this also was yellow. Okay.
And here's Mike Kelly saying, you'll get it done. Just remember, it's a process. Those who have never failed at something have never tried something new. And I totally agree. You need to be in love with the process.
Everyone wanna be a beast.
Yeah, there we go.
You only want to score.
You're not in love with the process.
You should paste that link in chat if they want some motivation speech galore. Thank you so much for that comment. Was it from Mike Kelly?
Mike Kelly.
Mike Kelly. We were in Stockholm this weekend, and I was in a restaurant with a friend, and all of a sudden someone just steps up to me and says, and just goes toward me, and just do this. Nothing else. Excuse me. It's going to work. We don't care how long time it takes. We believe in you. Nice seeing you here. Have a wonderful day. Bye. And he just went, and I was like, whoa, it was so fun.
So great, right?
People were so supportive, and it feels like not only you are here watching, it feels like there's so many who are maybe not watching or like still rooting for the project.
You know, sometimes you forget that. Like, okay, there's a lot of people out in the world who actually follows this journey. So people come up to you in the streets. And like when we're on a heavy metal concert, the guy next to me just shook my hand and said, "Good luck with the caddying."
So funny. That was brilliant. So Doro S gave me this tip, and now we have this color for both. So according to our sloppy decision matrices here, it's the same ball as we used on Marble Machine X. It's the 16mm ball bearing steel sphere ball that is winning currently, but with the caveat that I'm going to do my homework to send an email to Specuma about the nylon. We have a lot of links here. Silicone coated. Let me see what you are seeing. Here we're back to this. Brad T. How heavy does the marble have to be to not be blown off course during windy concerts? Wow, I didn't thought of that.
Blown off course.
Yeah, we're gonna play outdoor stages. You're right about that, Brad. So which means that they need to be heavy. So steel marbles will not be blown off course. Jean Lebel. Different size marble can easily be sorted. So use several size for several materials. Yeah, so what you mean, Jean, or Jean, is that I guess that if we want... this is a great comment. If we want a bigger ball and a smaller ball... No. If we want wood and steel. So the idea... Do I have my rubber balls here somewhere?
Well, we have marbles on our entire floor. They have infestated the office floors now. Our biggest nightmares.
It's behind the desk. Maybe you can see it on the webcam. I don't know.
Can we? No, I see
Yeah,
a cable or two I can see behind there.
It was here.
You found it?
I found it.
Nice.
I think I found it.
Look at our professional setup here. Especially look at the posters in the back there. It's fold.
So, I think
A fallen warrior back there.
if I understand your comment correctly, it's like if you want rubber balls for one instrument and wood balls for another, it's hard to sort them on material. But then if you deliberately use different sizes, then you can make a ball sorter. So let me sketch the simplest ball sorter for you right here. So that's a great point. So it's just a classic coin machine trick. So 2 tracks with widening area. And then we have the green ball. And the green ball falls into the green box. Like there. And then we have the red ball that is bigger. The red ball falls over here. So down like this. And down like this. Simple, huh?
Brill.
Do you get it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Arne Phil Bordy. Use a magnet to sort steel from rubber balls. And that's a no word right now, right? Magnets.
Yeah, it's a little bit of a no word, but blue magnet versus marbles. My favorite video. Is it even from? Oh, it's from Caplamino. So there's a wait. I'm gonna find it here.
Okay. Turn off the music.
Yeah, I'm gonna turn the music up. And maybe we're gonna get copyrighted if we show it, but I just need to show this one sequence.
Oh yeah, this is brilliant.
Yeah, this whole video is fantastic. It's my favorite video of all times. Was it maybe in the beginning? Wait. Oh yeah, it's the first shot here. Okay, everyone.
Have you set it up for me?
Yes, wait for it. Yep.
Full screen or?
Yep.
Do you have full screen?
Oh no, I don't wanna because they maybe copyright claim it.
Okay.
It's better like this. Check this out. In this row up here, there are two forms of balls. There's this is such a brilliant trick. Can you just play it? Oh.
Oh, yes.
I should have played. So did you see what happened there?
Yeah,
It
yeah,
sorted. It sorted all the metal balls because of the small little magnets there around the band, and all the porcelain went further. So it is a good comment. It is proven to be a proven method to sort.
Yeah.
But if we can avoid it, I would be so happy. But this video, I just want to say to Caplamino, Magnets and Marbles with 25 million views. This is one of my favorite videos of all time.
It's so great.
Yeah, it's great. Okay. Where do we go from here? Hannes 3000. Let's try to summarize. I'm going to go through all the comments as well. Just checking what people are writing here. Jean Lebel, add a wear and tear column. That's in other words, durability. Yeah, it's a good idea. Fibonacci weights makes for better adjusted totals. It proportionally balances few highly important versus numerous low importance. Okay, interesting. 1, 2, 3, 5, 8. Few highly important versus numerous low. Okay, that's a great idea for future. So Louis Aragone suggested using 1, 2, 3, 5, 8 instead. That's a great idea. And this one we saw. Peter Kim, you could use hollow plastic balls which you can fill with whatever material you want. That's a cool idea as well. Peter Kim. It's not sure they need to be super metal powder and syringe. Wow. But then we have to make them ourselves. That's a little tricky. Silicon nitrate balls are durable and most importantly, they are black. Possible issue, denting and damage over time.
I just want to say this here from Linus Öberg. Hannes, the one thing Martin might want to take into account is the square cube law. Doubling the diameter of the ball will result in a ball that is 8 times heavier.
Oh, that's so cool info. I have to write that down. We should have a... My lips are breaking because of the weather or something. No, it's like... Oh.
It's everywhere. It's like sand. It gets everywhere.
Dust on the microphone. We've been gone too long.
Yeah. We took a hiatus for 4 days. The whole studio dusted.
The square cube law. The square cube law states that doubling a diameter will make the weight of a sphere 8 times higher.
There we go.
Wow. Wait, that's really cool. Which means that a 40 millimeter steel marble is 8 times heavier than a 20 millimeter one. You wouldn't think that. That's cool. That was very helpful.
Yeah.
Helpful high-level stuff. Illy Gideon. So here's a nice link. PTFE are less durable. You can use resin-coated wooden balls. It's gonna look great and have smooth surface with low friction from Enigma. I think that would look really, really nice, but they're too light. And it would hold up, I think. Florian CG. There are hollow steel or hard metal balls as well. Weight could be adjusted that way. Ball sorter. Let's have a quick look here. Oh, look at this. Oh yeah, that's a hollow one. Look at these cool Star Wars
That's
balls.
so cool, right?
It's like, never seen those before. So here's a hollowed. Wow. And cleaner kit for your shishas pipe. So yeah, this website is looking for the customers who needs Kugelventil. And also there are actually these balls in these.
Yeah, and deodorant you have there as well.
Oh, this is every application. I'm so stupid. So fun. For your gaming controller? Cool. What I don't have in me in design and manufacturing and engineering, I make up for with bad jokes. Okay.
Yeah. Humor, you get a 5 out of 5.
Okay, so
Basically, conclusion of all these marble stuff is go with the ones we know. That's the most trusted way, and get in touch with Specuma to get some different kinds of coated stuff, right?
So if anyone out there want to aid with research, I'm gonna try something here. Research gap, I'm gonna call it, and I'm gonna put it down here. So what I feel like that I would really need to know more about is steel core nylon coated marbles and steel core rubber coated marbles. So for example, if there is a page kind of who can show you different dimensions that also have the wall thickness of the rubber coating and also the duro number, so the hardness of the rubber coating, I mean, they will be in some list somewhere. And especially if there's a place where we can order from Sweden, because McMaster Car is not possible. So if you already know about something, you can fill it in right down here in the red. That was a bad color. Let's do this one. And let's make a nice frame. If you want to impress people in your Google Sheet,
frame them.
Learn how to make frames, okay? I showed this to my sister and she was like, wow, you really learned so much the past years. I was like, yeah, it was well invested time.
Sir Cadalot.
Sir Cadalot is Sir Spreadsheet a lot nowadays. So, how do we tie this into the big picture and where do we go from here? Let's look at our list. Marble lift.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. So
that's really interesting.
So the marble lift, I think the marble pump is such a cool idea. So this one, let me show you.
The first thing I'll need is take some 1/4-inch plywood, and I need 5 squares, 3.5 inches square.
Where is the demo? Here. So if you didn't see this in the beginning of the stream, shout out to Jim Steinbrasher. because this is a fantastic video. What's so cool with this lift? So if you think about that lift, and if we go to sketch, so we have we have the machine here, and check this out. If I hold the pen, I can make an ellipse, and I can make it straighter like this.
Wow, you learned so much. Spreadsheets and now sketching.
And if I just make a line here, if I just hold it, boom, look at that.
Wow. Whoa.
So imagine we had this. Oh, that doesn't work. Hang on. So that's the pump. So there's no moving parts. I think it's very silent actually. And you can make it, you just make this thing rotate down here. And you can have all the marbles climbing up somewhere on the side of the machine. It's also easy to position, like on the back or on the side or anywhere. The only thing, as always with everything, is pinch points. I don't understand how they get away from that, because if the cue pinch, so it will pinch if the cue runs out. Pinch if cue runs out. Then this thing is not practical anymore. But you can power this with the gear train of the machine, which is super cool.
How many of these lifts would be needed, do you think?
Yeah, and that was the cool idea we talked about in the other, if we dragged out like this, so we can have several columns. And then you had the idea.
Yes.
Sir 3K.
Because I'm all about visual flair when it can be created easily.
Yes. So Sir 3K had, if we put these on an off axis, that we could create a wave-like pattern in how the marbles are moving.
Yeah. So they don't move. You can have a little bit of a...
Yeah, so which would also spread out the load. Otherwise, it would be load, 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 load. And now it's just like a load, 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 load. Just like 8-cylinder engine is booming at different parts of the rotation of the shaft, or how it's working. So, like, let me just clarify what I mean. On this first disk, let's say we have 4 disks. So we offset the loading point. So here's the loading point at 12 o'clock. And the next one is at 3 o'clock. And the next one at 6. And the last one at 9. Then you will have a wave-like pattern of which cue moves up. So here we have 4 cues.
And have you thought about the material? There are no plastic tubes this time, or it's going to be plastic tubes. We can have
acrylic see-through tubes.
Yeah, because there's not going to be bends, so they're not going to get stuck that way, right?
As long as they are machinable and not from me.
Manual bending.
No manual bending, and we need nice fittings and straight pipes, and then I would love. Imagine just a wall. Imagine a wall with like 20 acrylic tubes and just a waterfall of marble climbing up through them.
That is goosebumps right there.
It is pretty cool.
That is goosebumps. And I mean, flair when it's easy, right?
It is pretty cool.
Foldy One Papyrus says, those sort of pumps fights against the weight of the marble and, more importantly, the frictional forces. So you need the marbles to be low friction material. Yep. Yes.
Absolutely agree. And I think a conveyor belt uses less energy for that reason, because it's just a conveyor belt doesn't have any friction towards the marble. It's just lifting them up steadily.
And a lot of people in chat are also talking about the screw lift.
On the Archimedes screw.
Yeah, the Archimedes screw.
So I can just put the Archimedes screw here on the sketchpad. I always thought it's too slow, so I can't really like this, and you have a core in the middle here. And either you can have the marbles sitting on one side like this, or you can have them in the screw. It's used a lot in agriculture to transport dirt and to transport, and in the industry. And I think it's very noisy because the marbles are rolling on these surfaces here when this thing is spinning around. But I think actually the pump is also noisy. You could kind of hear it in the video before.
Yeah.
So conveyor is pretty nice. Someone also wrote a comment in the documentation central on why lift the marbles at all? Why not have them fall down and then refill between songs to have like enough marble to play the whole song, which is a good outside the box suggestion, I guess.
And it could be a feature on the gig, you running around with a vacuum cleaner. Just collecting all the marbles. I've seen that before.
What do you mean you don't like the idea?
I love it. I've seen it before. I can see it all day.
Yeah. It's let's go to CAD here. It's an I don't know what to say. Oh, I'm here in Master of my car. Yes, I think like what I'm going to try to do is, this is the first time since I got the idea of building the first machine that I don't know how to build a marble machine. And I think it's so good that I'm in this position, but I'm questioning everything. And so currently I'm just on the mindset that nothing will work. So I have to kind of go back to the design requirements and try to make them less dumb. And I'm going to keep on exploring the MVP, the minimum viable product. And MVP is something, it's actually a good segue. I'm going to talk a little bit about MVP because that's top of mind for me right now. So let's add a bonus subject in this stream.
Bonus segment. Woo!
One more time. One more song.
Encore.
MVP. And it's also, of course, not for nothing that minimum viable product also means most valuable player, right?
Yeah. There we go.
So this might be the most valuable player in our learning. So what an MVP is, I had a page before. MVP.
I just heard a little tingling song coming up there because Joachim Månsen asks, how does pinball machines do it? Do you know that, Martin?
Oh, and Joachim is an accordion player. Nice to see you here, Joachim. You would eat me for breakfast as accordion player, I'm sure. Pinball machines, how they lift them?
Yeah.
I don't think. I have no clue.
You have no clue?
But they fall down. Yeah, you lift them with the spring, right? You push them. You you charge something and you drop it on the mechanical one and the ball goes up, or they are shooted electronically.
Okay.
So there's no lifter.
No lifter.
But if you refer to to sorting and then gating, they use the Pac-Man marble gate, which is like a half moon shape. So MVP, my minimum, and good luck with accordion, by the way, minimum viable product. And this is a concept used mostly in software. So it's mostly for digital app. So, but I saw a nice tutorial, MVP. Let's do an image Googling, and I think I can get it here. Hannes actually found this before the stream. This is a brilliant thing. If I can just get my things together see. So on the top example here, they are baking a cake. So the product is cake, and so it's in Swedish. So they show like when you only have the bottom of the cake, the cake eater is not happy, as you can see, very dissatisfied with this cake.
Yeah.
And it's just not a cake.
Yeah. And frosting, just frosting. No. That's bad.
Yeah. And then you put the little
cherry?
Only one cherry. That's not a cake. Ugh. But look how happy the smile is on the fourth step. So that's the minimum viable product for the cake. Yeah. And I'm trying to make that. But then if you look under, a little cookie, already happy.
Yeah.
A little muffin, wow.
Yum.
How about a pie?
Woo!
And a cake.
Yeah.
So can we make a little cookie marble machine and still have me being... I don't think I'm ever going to be as happy as even the least happy smiley here. But if I would be, we should make like a little marble machine cookie. Let's look at another example. So this is... Okay, I'm getting into it here now. So minimum viable... Oh, this is brilliant. Okay. So when you want to make a car, you don't start with the wheels and the customer is like, what is this? You don't start with 2 wheels. The customer is like, what is this? You have 3 wheels and nothing in. The customer is like, this is still completely not usable. And on the fourth step, you have something that someone can actually use. So if we look underneath, you start with a skateboard, and the customer is actually not as... someone can actually use it for something.
Yeah.
And I think that's the thing. The minimum viable product is something that actually can be used.
Yeah.
Sorry, you were going to say...
No. I forgot my bad joke. Keep on going.
It's so sad that we never get to hear that one. Then you have a skateboard with something, or it's like a... Kick bike, thank you. And it's usable. Bike? Wow, yeah. And motorbike. And a car, yeah. So what is like the skateboard cookie version of the Marble Machine 3? And how can I use this minimum viable product mindset to kind of come up with a design requirement that make the machine feel viable at all?
Yeah, makes you at least a regular smiley face. Not the whole like, woo, but
So,
yum.
So that's why I wanted to kind of go into the marble sizes. And we already have, I just want to say we have 24 comments on that things. I'm so happy for that. I'm going to go through them off stream. So high level, Hannes, where do you think we go from here?
We found a great comment from Mark Marketing right here. This is great, honestly. I've had to follow countless project management classes, but seeing it all here in practice is very fun. You see, we make project management fun.
Nice to hear, Mark Marketing. It's. I think there's a lot of people like you out there who's going to enjoy seeing this whole project just being completely broken down to fragments like now, because when I started CADing 2 weeks ago, I was like, we're gonna fix this. I had the same mindset as I had in the first 2 machines. And now I'm like, oh, we have to really take some steps back and make something viable. So thank you for kind of being into this very abstract part of the journey.
And Sheran, the MVP is only vibraphone and no bass and no percussion, and let the band play the rest.
Yeah.
That could be something, right?
So that's a marble played vibraphone.
Yeah, because the vibraphone is the most delicate thing. That's the thing we're having most trouble with right now. That's your whole decision. That's what messes with your brain, right? How to solve the vibraphone.
The vibraphone is the thing that is completely unsolved for me.
Yeah.
And then Sheran helping with saying that the vibraphone is the MVP.
Yeah.
Which is very helpful, Sheran, because that tells us that... so maybe then maybe then the work on the design requirements should be only focused on the vibraphone MVP version. Something like that. Yeah, it's hard for me to communicate this part of the project. I think what we're gonna do like this week, we're gonna have like, we tried last week's to have very easier to follow live streams, and I think what's going to happen this week is that I'm going to allow myself. We're gonna just let you in as flies on our wall. I think this week. We're going to probably become even more abstract, even more hard to follow, because what we're getting into here is it's going to be abstract and very, very loose and very all over the place.
But the beautiful audience we have here, they seem to enjoy it. They're not screaming at me that we suck or anything. Okay. They're enjoying it here.
Good to hear.
And as this fan Acker says, the MVP is Martin.
Is that the most valuable player or minimum viable product?
Both.
Yeah, okay, both. So during this whole stream, I just felt that we'd talk about marbles. My plan for this stream was to try to hone in on one subject, and I just feel I can't really look at the parts bit by bit. I feel I can only look at the large picture, because I felt when I was filling in like the decision matrix, it's too honed, it's too zoomed in.
Yeah.
Like that's why maybe like during the whole stream I felt like what am I actually doing?
And it's like you always said, like it's so difficult with a machine like this, because if you change something somewhere, it affects 20 different things on the machine as well.
Yeah.
It's really hard to be really zoomed in on one subject and don't talk about the consequences of all the other things, right?
Exactly. And that's why like the design requirements that should be written design agnostically, like not about how, but why and what, which is like the super, super, super strange piece. But I've been talking to a lot of friends this weekend, a lot of artists and creators about the machine, and thinking about like ways for me to relate to the machine in ways that I could someday actually finish it.
Yeah.
And one of the things Barnaby Dixon shared with me was that like the machine will never be feel finished because you already have a new version in the head. So what I should do is to kind of work on design requirement that would give me kind of a feeling where I think I can feel like it's finished. Yeah. So for example, last week a high debate was about how many vibraphone notes we should have.
Yeah.
And I think for me now, when we talk about the marbles, I just need to go back to, I think that is it's the next fork road decision.
Yeah.
Because I've been thinking about if we do the 37 note vibraphone, we have a certain machine. If we do the 11 note Mandracule module, we have a completely different machine.
Yeah.
So
just to find that sweet spot where you're fine with it.
Yeah. So I think I'm like, it's like peeling the layer of an onion. Like I need to, and I feel really insecure about all these design requirements. I don't know. It's a lot of nice words, and we worked hard in starting to write them, and I learned more about what design requirements are. But it's still like the thing is hanging so much mid-air.
Yeah.
Right now.
That's a great thing, I feel, because that means a lot of options is on the table. That's what this machine needs, right? We're not immediately just building MMX2.
But so how do we, and that's maybe a question for the true metal warriors out there in chat right now. like how do you have any ideas for like how can we share this process with you in a way that is
Doro has a little suggestion here that I think is pretty great actually. Doro says to sort things out to make it a bit more visible, maybe create a mind map for it. There you can also build clusters to see what is connected to what. That would make it visible also for the audience, not only in your genius mind. And we can like group things together. So like when we talk about, okay, this change affects this group up here.
That's a very nice idea, Doro, and it's kind of maybe a little bit what I tried to create with here. Like I feel like we're so all over the place, and with the documentation central, I kind of wanted to get a sense of control, and maybe the mind map.
A nice visual aid.
Maybe the mind map could be highest level. So Tim Keller had a beautiful mind map tool.
And a beautiful mind.
That too, with clusters. Okay, that's a nice one, Doro, because that's also something that we can look at and work on together during the stream. And because as soon as you go from telling to showing, it's the Bruce Springsteen thing. That's why it's called show business. And that's a great idea.
Styret, Martin Blomberg says, another way might be to do a flowchart. Spend some time on that and see where decisions lead you.
Styret, wonderful friend of mine. So nice to see you here. To do a flowchart. What's a flowchart? Styret, what's a flowchart? I'm gonna Google it. Flowchart. Oh, so is it like a mind map?
Yeah, that's a flowchart. There we go. What decision leads to what kind of thing. Yeah.
Okay, so what would you put Styret then? You would put kind of marble size leads to marble gates. It's
gonna be a really big flowchart.
This machine it's so complicated and big, so it's all of these things explodes right away. But some visual aid.
Yeah, and here's some mental aid for you from Mike Perry. Think of the project as a funnel and you, the marble. Start with the general design requirements, widest part of the funnel, and then begin to move down the funnel until you finish the project, smallest part of funnel. That's beautiful.
That's really smart.
Oh, a little chime there. Stephen Martin 99, you need a dependency table. Work out what part of the system affects the most other parts and lock that part's design's specs in first.
Interesting. Dependency table. I also need some guts to believe in myself, but maybe a dependency table can help on the way. So a dependency table. Green consumes... What is this? Wizard? First degree dependencies. What is a dependency table? Let's go to... How do you create a dependency? So work out what part of the system affects the most other part and lock that part design specs in first. Yeah, I think that's what I'm...
And Styret followed up here saying, for sure it's going to be big, but not used for smaller details maybe, but for the large flow of the project. Great.
Okay, that's awesome, Styret. I I have kind of. So maybe you can make different ones for different areas, because I have in here I have project timeline. So I've just sketched out project chapters and timeline. So we're in chapter 1, project feasibility evaluation. That sounds like a musician hard at work right there.
Feasibility evaluation. Oh yes.
It is the title. So this is where we are, and we won't go to chapter 2 if chapter 1 doesn't prove that we can make something. So, but this is very high level for the whole project. And chapter 9, my friends, is the world tour.
Oh yeah.
So this, I want to read all the chapters in this book, especially after seeing Brothers of Metal at Frysen in Stockholm. But so your idea is good, Styret, and yeah, I think the vibraphone range and repeatability that we talked about whole last week, I couldn't really make up my mind because I'm scared of making the machine too large. So here it comes down to it.
Here it comes. Full screen for this.
Either these are my fears. Giving the full range of the vibraphone and repeatability will make the machine physically so big so that it becomes daunting in that way. But the wonderful thing with allowing this machine to finally spread out and not look like the previous ones that failed is that things are not in each other.
Yeah.
Look, by the way, here's my rune from the Viking concert.
I can't really see it. Yeah, it's a rune there.
Oh. There you have it.
Yeah.
So the big machine, not the modular, just one big machine, it gives all the space for the component needed for that requirement. So, but I'm scared of that. It's too big. I'm also scared of making an instrument that is too similar to the previous ones we made, with only 11 notes for the vibraphone, and I'm all of a sudden composing, and I'm like, and I'm making like a hit like that, and there's 12 notes in the melody.
Yeah, we're screwed.
Then we're screwed. I actually liked that melody. It was like happy, wasn't it?
Yeah.
It was kind of
nice.
nice.
We got a hit going.
Little sunshine for y'all there. So this is my two fears. Too big, because I did stupid design requirements. I wanted everything and I got nothing. Too small, and we made the same mistake 3 times, that we built something just because the previous machine looked like that and we didn't do form from function properly. So those are my 2 nightmares. I don't know which one to go for. There we go. That's where we're at. I don't know what to do. Thanks for being here. I have no clue. I'm like sinking down in my chair now.
Oh, yeah.
I have no clue what to do.
Yeah, I have no clue.
No.
Should we look back at our previous week? We had some fun at least, right? Friday, Saturday, Sunday.
No, I'm feeling so happy that I'm not naive like before. And it's just like I'm not used to this.
Yeah.
Because I was always excited. I always knew exactly how to do absolutely everything. I also told everyone else how they should do their things absolutely all the time. So this is like this humble that comes with wounds from the battle scars. I think the humbleness is probably what's going to help us in the end. But right now it's like, I just don't know how to build this machine.
Yeah.
Yeah. Let's go to CAD.
Let's go to CAD. Let's head back.
No, I think this is a good point to kind of leave everyone with this big question. Should we have room for? I want to tell new stories. I want to tell beautiful stories on this machine. So I'm just leaning very much towards the 37 note vibraphone.
Damien Via, Martin, you know what kind of songs you want to play. Create something that can play that.
Thank you, Damien. That's exactly you saying the same thing I'm saying now. I think I need the 37 notes of the vibraphone, and that is an MVP design requirement for me that makes me love the project, and then everything else just have to follow from that. For example, one thing that I thought about the other day, everyone are scared for the reprogramming time, but then I sometimes forget that we have a band. So let's just say that the programming wheel is so huge so you can't remove it easily between songs. You can reprogram it on the machine, but then you play another song while that is happening. So then you program it on the machine live.
Yeah.
So that's a minimum viable product thing. Who says that we have a design requirement that we have to repeat songs fast?
Yeah. And that's real. The marble machine need to play 20 songs in a row. No, we need dynamics on the concert also. The machine plays a song and then Wintergatan and the band just take stage, hit up Valentine, just blasting Valentine. Why someone reprogrammed the drums and then we're on another marble machine song. Woo!
There we go. The Who is back.
The Who is back.
Yeah, I was thinking so because if we're gonna make the 37 note vibraphone, the programming wheel is going to be big, and I was like thinking I have to build. Oh, then we have the design. No, that was actually a crash. So I put this as my desktop background, and every morning when I put my computer on, I'm met with this image, and I get so happy from it. So this is a good place actually to take this all the way home. That
I just heard a little chime here, and it's from Ontario, Britain. MNH3K. With many highly coupled components, I can only manage such complexity by separately defining modules and defining interfaces among them.
Oh, I love this. So Ontario, Britain, this is brilliant. I heard things like this before, but you put it so succinctly. Can you make it not go away, or does it go away after some time, Hannes?
I will keep it here.
So I'm gonna make a sketch here in the design requirement. Define separate modules. So actually we really got somewhere in this stream, because what I learned from you is that the MVP is the vibraphone.
Yeah.
And I can start designing by approaching the vibraphone as a module. It doesn't have to stand away, but so it's not modular. So we have 3 different machines: bass, drums, vibraphone. It's part of the machine, but we look at it as a separate module.
Yeah.
Define separate modules. So vibraphone, I'm just putting that as an example. Never mind spelling. Manage such complex by, and then define interfaces between modules. So a little bit when we started, this is brilliant, Ontario. So if we go to our old design requirements document, this is a little bit maybe the framework for how we should write the design requirements. So instead of thinking of it as features being a module, and like user inputs. So here we have like user inputs. Instead of if I think like vibraphone is a module, and then the muting levers is a module, and the Bowden cable are the interfaces. What I think that's what Ontario means.
Yeah.
Or no, interfaces. Maybe the Bowden cables is a module, and the interface is just the connections. Oh, never mind. I got what you mean. So As always, I've been guided towards the light by the gods of the Gretzkys.
Yeah.
So thank you all for being here through us in this very abstract part of the project.
And I mean, you can hear from my voice that we had a great weekend. It started off with a brilliant Friday, being at the gym with Martin and doing some amazing stuff. And then a whole metal concert where we just felt the fire in our hearts were lit with the live music. Brothers of Metal. You can hear my voice. I was screaming quite a bit.
In the beginning of the stream, we promised something extra to end. I want to brag to you all about my friend Sir 3K, who made an amazing personal best last Friday in feet up bench press. We're just gonna share that with you. We prepared a little something for you here to just share what this wonderful man can do.
Well, and there's something there with you as well. Not taking away anything from you. You're doing amazing progress as well. I mean, where to humble brag but in these streams, right? With these amazing people.
It's just an inspirational thing. It's so fun to be around Hannes, and it's fun to introduce what you've been doing. So let's get into it. So here we have the personal best in bench press, 127.5 kilo. No, 135.
There we go.
What?
Raising the bar.
Here it comes, 142.5.
Yeah, there we go. Wait, there's more.
Look at that. Look at that stack.
And you know, I don't remember this. I was blacked out. I was so focused actually.
Yay! Woo! Fucking outboxer! Oh! This was
And then we had
seriously over my beliefs.
And look at this.
this is
Come here.
where I am now. We're going to improve on that over time, but congratulations, Hannes.
Congratulations to you. I remember just a couple of months ago, I saw you epically fail on that weight. It was really tough for you then, and now it just flew up this time. So you've done a lot of improvements as well. It's impressive as hell. And I see immediately people say, don't pump alone, you need a spotter. And you know, there's safety racks on that. So even if I fail, I can't get stuck. There's safety rack between. I failed a lot of times there and you don't get stuck. That's a nice thing with it.
Yeah, so we wanted to share because it's
that's our life nowadays.
it's a part of the process here that we're trying to do, and small improvements on the weight number and small improvements on the design requirements. That's what's gonna get there one day. But 155 kilo with the feet up, which is more difficult, is really impressive, Hannes.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I mean, that's what sparked the entire weekend. Imagine if I had failed, I would have been so miserable. But that was the start of an amazing weekend. It was so nice hanging out with you, my friend, doing out of work stuff, just having good times.
Yeah, it feels like the world is getting better after the pandemic a little bit in that sense. So, anyway, as always, we're humbled and gratified by you being here, helping us out with this. And I have so much to think about, but I feel like, yeah. During this weekend, when people came up to me and said, it's going to work, take your time, I was so touched. And it's just like right now, it feels completely impossible. And it's the first time I felt that. And I thought I knew how to build the more machines before. I'm repeating myself here now. But so thanks for being able to deal with this uncertainty. The big audience hates uncertainty and surprises. And it feels like who are here now, you kind of love the uncertainty. And I feel that, and I love you for that. So with that, let's see you on the next stream. We don't know what it's going to be about, but it's going to be about...
That's the beauty of it.
It's going to be about maybe getting a little bit closer to some finishing minimum viable product.
Let's do this.
Yeah.
Take care, everyone. See you on the next one.
Have a wonderful day.